Alright, how's it going, everybody? About to do a little bit of wrenching today and hopefully get one of these vehicles back up and running. Gonna do a little tinkering on the 55. I got a new idler arm to go on it. In one of my other videos, I said that the front suspension had a severe issue, and it does. The idler arm's just disintegrating into itself. So picked a new one up today, gonna get it in, and if all goes well, she'll be back on the road today. It is at least intact enough to like pull it around the driveway and stuff, but definitely not safe enough to actually pull it on the road and expect it to not fall apart. All right, got the old idler arm off the dang thing. She was stuck good. I had to fight it, although probably would have been a lot smoother if I actually knew where my pickle fork was instead of having to use oversized box end wrenches. But hey, you make do with what you got. I'll show you what the issue was and why I didn't want to drive it on the road, because I would have died. That is your idler arm right there. Let's see. That is not supposed to have clay in it like that. Show you the new one over here. Nice and painted. Now you'll notice a little more resistance there. Let's get this installed so we don't die. All right, got the idler arm all replaced. Now it's time to go for a little test drive. And then just for because I'm right here, there's a Corvette all cleaned up. You can kind of see the quality of the paint job a little bit better. All right, time for a test drive. I'm gonna go around the block, and if all's well, I might just head for a little cruise through town. So let's fire up and get ready for a ride. Per my normal luck, this is right about where it doesn't start. I can tell you already that feels a million times better. Haven't even got on the road yet. I got a lot of turning radius back. I think that thing was worn out for a while. come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had this pick up a line, so I'm not
too worried about that. The steering feels nice and tight, responsive. Don't feel any weird dead spots. Got another Chevy pickup. He's definitely got more horsepower than me. Alright, we're gonna come flip a little bitch in the old middle school parking lot. Do some tight radius turns, make sure everything feels good, no clunks. Oh, we're ready for cruising, baby. We are ready. I mean, it's definitely not a sports car. One thing about this Volare front clip, I've heard other guys say that it gives a nice light steering. It's definitely a light steering feel. In my opinion, it's a little too much. It's, like I say, it's kind of borderline floaty. You feel, I mean, it's nice and tight. I mean, the response is good, but you just feel a little disconnected from the steering system. But I mean, I'm not really bitching. I'm just splitting hairs, I guess, because it steers and goes down the road just fine, and it's not, this thing's not supposed to be an autocross truck. It's just a cruiser, and she cruises just fine. The long-term goal will be to remove that Volare front clip and eventually just go modern, like coil-over A-arm and rack and pinion. The problem being, there's lots of nice bolt-on kits for these trucks. Heights, yeah, whoever, whatever brand you name, they make them for this truck. However, to do the Volare front clip that's in this, you have to chop away most of the front frame. So all those bolt-on kits ain't gonna work. I got a couple different ideas. It's hard to tell exactly how much of the original frame is there until you get that clip out of it. I'm either gonna patch into the existing frame rails or chop the whole front clip off, source another 55 Chevy truck frame, and graft just the front clip of the frame back onto the truck, and then I'll be able to run whatever bolt-on goodies I want, and it should make it a lot easier in the future as new stuff comes out to just do bolt-in, bolt-out swaps. And so somehow I'm gonna make an attempt to make this have a factory-ish front frame clip. Water temp 170, alternator's charging 13.8, 50 pounds of oil pressure. Everything seems to be just fine. What do we got for fuel? Fuel says 99%. I doubt that. I might have a sending gauge or a sending unit issue on my Dakota digital gauges, because I do not think this thing actually has a full tank in it. That's whatever. It does smell a little hot, but I do have one minor issue. I do have a small pinion seal leak in the back. The mufflers are basically right next to the pumpkin, so when it leaks, the pinion seal leaks down onto the drive shaft flings it directly onto the exhaust. So there's a good chance that's what I'm smelling. I'm just a couple seconds away back from my driveway here, and I'll check out, make sure we're not on fire or anything, but I have a feeling that's all it is. Well, I'd say that was a successful test drive. I think we're good to go.
All right, before I finish this video or wrap it all up, I realized haven't actually given a good walk around of the pickup yet, because last time it was under a car cover still. So here she is. It is a 2000 Dodge Pickup Red. I'm blanking on the color code at the moment. It's not Viper Red, but it is very similar. Have the well-expired vanity plate on there. Stamped Chevy tailgate. Kind of old school, slightly outdated Frenched-in tail lights. Got the old torque thrusts, and oh, well, I just realized why it felt a little floaty. That tire is way flat. All right. Interior does have shaved door handles. It's got door poppers on the key. I left the keys inside, so we'll just reach through the window and open it. Excuse me. Ugh, polished steering wheel that definitely needs polished again. One thing I would like to do, the pedal spacing is not the greatest. It's kind of hard to actually see here, but when you're driving, the brake pedal is so much further behind the throttle. You gotta like move your entire leg to get the brakes, which is super annoying. So that's on the to-do list. Again, slightly dated Dakota Digital, but I like them. I think they're cool. Way old school Freightliner radio. That is going to get changed, but stereo is not uber high on the priority list at the moment. Cloth interior, gray. Not a massive fan of it. One day it'll get brown or tan leather. Again, not real high on the priority list. Engine, now, even though I washed it, I definitely didn't detail it, so don't judge me on how dirty the engine bay is. I'm gonna set the camera down for a second. Got a tilt front hood. Ooh, I see rodent issues. That is not good. Not good. That's going to be taken care of immediately. But, anywho, tune port injected. Fires right up every time. Definitely a cruiser. Definitely don't want to instigate anybody to stop light because it is a 305. It's got a little bit of a baby cam in it, some slightly bigger injectors, but that's about it. That is eventually going to hopefully be some sort of LS or, I don't know, maybe just a rowdy little small block or something. Who knows? But for now, it fires up. It runs good. It sounds good. Again, not a race pickup. Good enough for what it's for at the moment. Rear suspension, Ford 9-inch, 4-linked. Oops, I don't even know my own pickup. Release button is on this side. Here in a second, you'll see what I'm talking about. Gotta put the camera down again for a second. Another dated feature. Tilt bed. I don't... Well, to be honest, I really don't do car shows anymore in general. I don't like being stuck at one location all day. I like going to car shows and checking them out, but I don't like being in them much. So this doesn't really get utilized for the show purpose that it was built for, but it is really nice because you have extremely easy access to the 4-link. If you ever need to adjust anything, swap rear end gears out. I do have remote battery posts back here because the battery is under the cab. So it is, the tilt bed does come in handy just for general maintenance and working on the thing. It's kind of lost its coolness as a show feature, but still really handy and practical for working on the dang thing. Like I said, for 9-inch, it's got... I haven't jacked it up and rotated the tires to see what gears are in it, but it has got some highway gears. With the 700R and whatever gearing is in it, going like 75 down the freeway, you're basically idling, which is great, other than I don't really drive the pickup at freeway highway speeds very often, so those are probably going to get some 410s or something in it at some point, just to give it a little more low-end oomph, since it is so underpowered with that 305. Four-wheel disc brakes. It does have some decent meats on it. They are 305s, and there's a little bit of room to honestly go a tad bit bigger if I wanted. So, I mean, with the rear end and the suspension and the tire setup, I really could put some power to this thing. It is built for it. It would handle it if I decided to. So even though it's kind of just an underpowered cruiser at the moment, it's built in a way that I could go a few different directions with it, which is kind of cool. I also looked at my footage and realized earlier when I was showing you the Corvette, you didn't really get to see it at all. So there it is, all washed up. Still need to put the rocker panels on it. The reason it's moved out of the garage actually is tomorrow I am moving it to a different location that's got a little more space and a little more concrete, so I can jack it up and get the transmission pulled, replace the flywheel, clutch, pilot bearing. I'm going to do the rear main seal while I'm in there, and that will be a major step forward on this thing to getting it back on the road. I already have the brake rotors and pads for it, and all the wheel bearings for it, so I have everything I need other than, honestly, the motivation. No, I do want to get this thing back on the road, but I've just been lacking the time to really dive into the project of pulling the transmission. So, that is it this week, and